So the India-Bangladesh test match is over. We are ready for ODI action, and it's moved to Mirpur at the Shere-Bangla Stadium from Fatullah. But the one thing that hasn't changed and which is likely to remain a constant through the duration of this tour is the rain. There was a lot of rain this morning. India were fortunate that their practice wasn't too affected, but we can expect rain every single day of June right here in Bangladesh, because that's just how the forecast is and that's how the monsoon season is. Now for Bangladesh, this is actually a more important series than India, because they need a win in at least one of the three ODIs to ensure qualification for the Champions Trophy. India, of course, like any international team, will want to go into the series trying to win every match they can. And there is little doubt that even with Bangladesh's recent results against Pakistan, India are the firm favourites going into this series. And they should be looking at a 3-0 result, provided the matches are not rain affected. And they should be disappointed if they don't get that, because they're clearly the stronger side. But that's the thing about cricket, where you can't write off a dark horse, and Bangladesh are definitely dark horses here. They're not such underwhelming favourites as they were in an earlier era, perhaps. Net sessions are generally fairly humdrum, but today's session that India had was quite interesting, because there was a particular focus on Suresh Raina. Raina had a long stint first up in the nets, and after that he had an even longer chat with Ravi Shastri. Now what the chat was from about 100 yards away was difficult to say, but Shastri was showing quite a few shots to Raina, explaining stance and maybe talking about dealing with the short ball, because immediately after that chat with Shastri, Raina moved over to the nets again and faced down balls from the thrower, and a fair few of which were short. He also seemed to be concentrating on pulling the ball and keeping it down. So it'll be interesting to see what comes out of that. Raina has been an ODI giant for India, of course, but in the recent IPL was the first one in which he didn't score 400 runs in a season, even though Chennai played every match possible, reaching the final. Not that Raina was out of form, but he was not the dominating presence that viewers have become accustomed to. Whether it is because of that he wanted whatever tweaks he was working on, or whether it is completely unrelated, we can only guess at. When asked yesterday whether he was planning anything special given the slight downturn of forms in IPL, all Raina had to say was that will the team reach the final, which is a fair point. So let's see what happens tomorrow.